Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. The shutdown arc continues. Now, before I begin, I would just like to address how Season 2 ended, because that was a mouthful, and I feel like I said some things that may be a bit questionable. Now, I do realize it's easy to think that what I said was just utter bullshit, but as much as it probably is, I'm just like, I need a purpose for being alive. And my purpose for being alive is everything that I just told you guys at the end of the last video. Right before I just felt weird for saying all of that. And then I rewatched some of it, and I'm just like, I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'm going to regret all of this. Well, maybe I shouldn't regret too hard, because I don't think I can reasonably apologize for something that I actually believe. I believe a lot of this shit, so it's mainly to keep myself sane, to be honest. But I also understand that as a single person, there's very little that I can do about what's going on. That doesn't change what I really want to be like. I'd like to be the kind of person that can help in some meaningful way. Now, do I think that's actually going to be possible? I don't know. I don't know. Everything I said and ranted about and all that, that was just, I was burning off emotion, but it's not, it's actually what I believe, and it's what I believe because it helps me function better. I mean, honestly, I can't just do things the way other people do them, because I just don't work that way. So I found my own way to function, and I think it works. And just as long as I'm not terrified by people on the internet calling me like some kind of delusional bitch. I'm probably, I mean, I'm aware that I'm a bit weird, but I'd like to approach how I deal with those subjects going forward a bit differently. Like, you know, better than I did in the last video. And the video before that to some extent. I want to cover a lot of things better than I've done in some of these videos, because it needs to be covered in a way that's actually worth listening to. Like, all of that bullshit, how I phrased it, the last video wasn't making me look any better. But that's fine to me, because I'm not going to cover that material until I'm ready. And the script will hopefully be very sensible and logical, and it won't be full of complete delusions. And it also will be just polished. Last night was just raw, unfiltered words, and there was no practice or scripting. It was just, you know, disorganized thought. I mean, sure, I formed sentences, but it wasn't organized by any stretch of the imagination. So whenever I want to actually go over that shit, I'm gonna have to do a better job than that. I'll show you the will of the noble flame as it lights my path to victory. I cross-ride, blazing lion, platinum Azel. Oh! Brace yourself. Ultimate break. Time to end this fight. Platinum Spirit Pact. Arg! Oh, they're actually gonna cover this? And there you have it, folks. We've got a champion for the final stage. So let's hear it for Team Q4. Oh, hold on a second. I thought I was finished with this. Aichi, we won! Kamui's right, you did it! Well, I guess it makes sense that I would... Okay, this works for me. This works for me. It's like a gap between Season 2 and Season 3. Except instead of it being a... Except I just bridged it, too. Yeah! It's not often that you get to see a group of players rise to the occasion like that. Yeah! Thanks, everyone! Aichi, along with the members of Q4, have become champions at the Asia Circuit. A couple of months after that, Aichi enters high school, and starts classes at Miyagi Academy. Miyagi Academy. Miyagi Academy. Miyagi Academy. I'm just trying to pronounce it like Miyagi Academy. I'm trying to think how people in Japan would pronounce that. People in Japan know how to pronounce this stuff better than me. I can barely speak my own language at this point. I'm failing at English, which is bad, but, you know, things are what they are. I wonder if people are going to be questioning why I put a tarot card as the title for this video. Well, you know, shit happens, and that tarot card makes a lot of sense, I think. Okay, I was just stretching for something. Morning, Aichi. Misaki, it's good to see you. Have you gotten used to your new school? Well, sorta. I was also going to come up with something else instead. Okay, now... Oh my god. Yeah, I remember this. I was going to say something about this. And then I decided that a tarot card was better than this. Thanks to improvements in technology and the ability to share information on a global scale, our geographic position in the world means less than it once did. This is the concept we've come to know as globalization. Now, how about we pick somebody's brain? Aichi, get up. Yes. Tell us, Mr. Sendo, what do you think is the best way to stay relevant in this global age? How about being less boring when presenting our information? Oh god, you know, I actually spoke like that on purpose because that's absolutely how I felt every time I was in a classroom. I was just sitting there and I just felt bored out of my skull. You know, it was very bad in math class, especially math class. And then in college there was a math class. I took my math course and there was one teacher that, well, I had to hold back laughter, and that was painful. Because every now and then I would feel like laughing, but it was inappropriate to laugh in the middle of class. And she wasn't that kind of teacher that would be able to respond well to me just laughing at random. And I held back my laughter in severe pain. And when I left, I was just thinking about how much pain I was in math. Especially when I felt like bursting out laughing, or at least snickering on some level. And it was one of the worst math courses I have ever taken. Getting through it was a lot of... that's a good question. Let's see. Kinda looks like he's gonna cry. I would too if I was in that class. In fact, I'd probably actually cry. I'd probably cry from boredom. Might even fall asleep if it's boring enough. It's the first time he's spoken since we started high school, so he better make it good. Come on, Aichi, out with it. I don't quite know. I think it's important to find yourself a hobby. Hobby? Like what? Well, my hobby is, card fighting, sir. Interesting. And you believe that's a good priority? I guess it could be. Oh man, what a loser. At least this way we don't have to look around for someone to make fun of this year. Oh god, that is so awful. Well, we do encourage all our students to have hobbies. I think it's fair to say that your time would be better spent if you focused a bit more on your studies, Sendo. Yes, sir. I'm such an idiot. What a weird guy. Well, of course he's weird, Naoki. Why would I care about Aichi if he wasn't also weird like me? Though I don't think I would call how he reacted weird. That's just he's very nervous. He's being put on the spot. He hasn't been given enough time to reflect and think about it. Of course, his answer may not be something that he should probably say because he wasn't thinking about it. And that's why if I was pointed out and singled out for an answer, I'd be like, I didn't have enough time to prepare for answering this question. I was paying attention, I just forgot the answer already because my memory is terrible. And then my teacher would send me to the principal's office for talking like that. Or kick me out of class. Or just fail me for anything, really. Good thing I'm not part of the education system anymore. Man, this academy is really bumming me out. Everybody is so focused on studying. Just look at them. Just look at them. What a drag. Is there nothing fun to do around here? That's Aichi from my class. I bet he's as bored of this place as I am. What was that? His attitude totally changed once he got out of school. I think that's normal, Naoki. I'm pretty sure every student that leaves school has a completely different attitude once they're no longer there. Hopefully it's a good attitude instead of they feel like utter shit because of what kind of environment they're going home to. Oh god. What's he so excited about? Hey everyone! Card Capital? What kind of name is that? Welcome! Where am I? We specialize in collectible trading card games. That sounds familiar. Oh, there he is! And that's great! I'm glad you guys came. Yeah, we came on a research trip to learn more about the local card fighting scene. The Japanese fighters really proved themselves in the stages of the circuit. Oh, that's right. How's Kenji fitting in at his new school? He's doing great, and he's got the grades to prove it. Well, he hasn't quite reached my level yet. Didn't you lose a match to him the other day? Hey, Aichi, while we're in town, you've got to introduce me to some local... Hey, Aichi, while we're in town, you've got to introduce me to some local babes. How about you focus on becoming an adult first instead of saying lines like that? That's inappropriate, sure. Are you 13 now? Are you 13 now? I don't know, but even if you are, I don't think it's good to say lines like that. Dude's got rivals from other countries? Naoki, what's the deal, Sendo? You sure seem a lot different than the way you act around school. Yes, because his school sucks, just like my school and every school I went to, mostly. There's actually one school I went to that wasn't that bad, but if I continued going there, it would have gotten worse. Because going to high school is worse than being in middle school. And I'm just like, I am so glad my high school experiences wasn't average. Because if they were average, I don't think my grades would have been as good. That's also proven by the way my grades improved when I started getting accommodations at college, so I didn't have to take as many classes. My grades improved when I didn't have as much shit to manage. I already have so much shit going on right now that I don't have enough time for classes. I can just do my research outside of class. Seriously, I'm not dumb. I like learning things, but no one gets to tell me what to learn. I will do that shit myself. I'll tell myself what to learn. And also, I'm pretty sure I know what's required of my job, and if I don't know what's required for my job, I will learn about it when the time comes. It's pretty cool that you've got friends from other countries. You're more global than you let on. Can you please not say that word, Naoki? Naoki, that word is cursed. Cursed, yeah. It's very cursed. Everyone's taking me seriously. So, what do you do to get so popular around here? You got good at playing a card game? That's pretty much how you get popular at a shop that specializes in collectible trading card games. You're good at playing a card game. Now, am I good at playing card games? Depends who you ask, depends on the environment, depends on what deck I'm using, and depends on my opponent. Yes, all of that is... Oh, also the deck building. And if I'm in person, did I have money to get a good deck? Or am I too poor for that? Well, here. A bunch of cards? Card fighting. I don't get it. It's Vanguard. You seriously haven't heard about it? It involves heated fights among players, and it's become one of the biggest card games in the world. So, this is what you're into. Yeah, this is the hobby I mentioned in class. Do you want to try it? You got it. I'm gonna kick your butt. No, I don't think that's how this works, Naoki. You don't even know the rules yet. I'll lend you one of our new trial decks. Take good care of it. Cool, thank you. Challenging a world champion for his first card fight. Well, you gotta start somewhere. Are you done with the rulebook? We're bored. Are you done with the rulebook? We're bored. Yeah, I'm ready. Great, I'll go over the rules in more detail while we play. Mind if I take the first turn? Oh, let's not go over the rules again, please. Don't go over the rules again. We don't need to hear that. Oh, sure. He is way different than he is at school. Place a grade 0 unit face down on the Vanguard circle. And place your deck here. Okay. Draw your first 5 cards. If you don't like the ones in your starting hand, you can shuffle some back into the deck and draw more to replace them. It's important to make sure you have a balance of grades 1, 2, and 3. How's your hands, Naoki? Do you have a balance of grades 1, 2, and 3? Looking good. Then the game begins. It's time for us to imagine. The game begins when our Vanguard set foot on the planet Cray, ready to clash. As we flip over the card we placed face down, we say in unison, "Stand up, my Vanguard! Stand up, my Vanguard!" Alright, and let's start. This begins Season 3. Nice bridging there at the start. Okay, so now I have to cool off a bit. I'm not going to do what I did in the last video, but I mean, I'm going to stop talking so loud. I'm not sure if anyone believes that. Well, while the sun is out, I might be a bit louder than usual, but I'm gonna try to cool off and just talk normally, like most people. Okay, it's loud. Now, obviously, I'm loud as well, so I don't think that's going to hurt your ears any, especially with the desktop audio so low. I mean, it's obviously, you can obviously hear it, but on my end, I'm just like, this is really terrible. I have to be able to read. I mean, I have to be able to hear and read. Okay. Should I just skip explaining the rules? Or should I just do this, like... Okay. Naoki learns fast. Okay, Naoki, I'll damage check now. I wonder when I'll be good at speaking English again. When will I be good at speaking English? I used to be good at speaking English. I used to be good at a lot of things, and now I'm just rusty at everything. But the way this guy plays, I was actually starting to think he was cool. Hang on, something wrong? It's all good. Hit me. A good thing this is a card game, Naoki, or I'd be worried, very worried for your mental health. I'd refer you to the school counselor. Do they have those in Japan? I don't know. I attended school in the United States. Your what? Okay. You learn very fast. I mean, it's also called the AI, but still. Okay, look at my hand. My hand is weird. Okay. Oh, now that things are going to start off slow for a bit, I can just talk normally until the plot progresses. Which will be at some point. I don't know when it is. I'm just gonna sit around and relax for a bit. Just gonna unwind and de-stress by not talking the way I did in the last video. Okay. A critical trigger? Really? I don't really have much going for me right now. What does this do? Okay. Ride skip. I know these fights are fixed, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna win. Okay, well that helps. Helps a bit. Especially, oh, a critical. Okay. Been a while since I went over this material. Okay, and I won! That's good. When I was in high school, I got bored a lot. I used to get bored very easily, and it sucked. I mean, it may seem like I still get easily bored, and that's true, but But surprisingly, I definitely get a lot more done now. Which isn't what you expect to hear from someone with my kind of condition. You expect me to be crippled. Well, I used to be crippled, but I got better, sort of. In some ways, I've gotten worse by not giving a shit. But anhedonia is the kind of condition where you just stop caring. The 6th damage. That's the end of the game. Hey, you did really well. Peace. Yo, Grandpa, I'm buying this. Grandpa? Am I that old? And Naoki, did I do something wrong? Hey, Aichi. Guys, you're all here. No, no, no. Why do I care so much that he beat me? It's called being competitive. I'd never even played the game. Now Vanguard's the only thing I can think about. At least we're not bored. Arg! Well, Vanguard is currently the only thing I can think about, too. I mean, the game's shutting down soon. Well, not the physical version, but the mobile application is. What's the big deal? You beat your classmate in a card fight. Sounds fun. It was, but I should have gone easier on him. No, for real. Aichi was making a huge effort to let the guy win his first game. Hey, Aichi, are you having trouble finding people to play against at an elite school like Miyagi Academy? Yeah, a lot of people there are stuck up. I mentioned it today, and everyone made fun of me. People are too focused on other stuff. Really? You know, our school actually has its own card fighting club. It's not too late to change schools. Miwa, I can't. You going? He bought the deck when he left, so obviously he wants to keep playing Vanguard with you. You're right. Wake up, kid. You've got to see the signs in front of you. My bad. Oh, okay. If Naoki is interested in Vanguard, then that must mean I've got someone interested. I've got someone at school to talk to. Thank you, Kai. Wow, you are pretty dense when you're not card fighting. What's with the attitude? He would have figured it out on his own soon enough. And face it, he's your friend. I respect him. Aichi, he truly is a great fighter. But now, he's gonna have to learn to take care of himself. Aichi, you haven't met anyone at school yet, have you? Well, that's too bad. You really need to make some friends your own age. Then again, if you get bored at lunch, you can always wander over to the junior high school, and Mai and I would be happy to face off against you. Aichi doesn't look like the athletic type. I gotta go. Aichi? I mean, I'm not the athletic type either. Morning. Why isn't he at school? Ugh, my tongue hurts. I recently bit it. Ugh. Ah! Rise! Bow! Morning. I'm happy to announce that we have a new student joining our class as of today. You can come on in. No way. Korin Tatsunaki. I transferred to this school and I'm very happy to be here. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I will not let pain stop me. I will continue to record. Oh god, but it is going to hurt if I keep recording with this tongue in pain. Doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna keep going. The pain isn't that bad. not like I'm going to need medical attention. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, let's continue.